everybody, and welcome to Thirsty Sword Lesbians. I'm Affy. I am not the Gaymaster tonight, though. That is Gaymaster Woody over here. Just going to go through a couple of quick things before we get started. Super quickly, because, you know, quickness is something I do great.
I confirm.
If you haven't noticed, this month is Pride.
What?
Shockingly.
Wow.
If you haven't had enough rainbows shoved down your throat, we're going to shove some more down your throat. We are raising money for Thirsty Sword, or we're not raising money for Thirsty Sword Lesbians. We're raising money for the Trevor Project, which is an amazing organization helping to save young S2 LGBTQIA plus kids from suicide ideation and a whole host of other things. Just offering them support in the US and Mexico. Hopefully they will get enough funding to get up here to Canada, because there are currently 4 Canadian representatives in this game right now.
Wait, 4 of us?
Yeah. This is in Montreal.
Hey, let's go! We overpower you!
Let's go burn the White House down again!
I mean, usually it's just me, so...
So, if you do donate tonight, you will be entered into our dice giveaway draw. We are giving away the 10-pack of rainbow dice. Or no, we're not. We already gave those away.
It's the 7 every different color dice one.
Right. The rainbow polyhedral dice, which is Maggie's pick of the week. So we're giving that away this week. So if you donate to the Trevor Project using our Twitch links, you will be entered automatically into that, as well as our month-end draw for a big gay gift basket containing some VAC Pride merch, some other Pride merch, a copy of Thirsty Sword Lesbians, which we are playing tonight.
Nice.
And yeah. So donate. It's a good cause. And even if you don't win dice, you're putting money towards a good thing.
At least some pasta hair, because she's been sleeping in the boxes that I've been saving.
Pasta hair is included. You just have to be comfortable with us enough to give us your address. We promise we will not stalk you. Thank you, Cedar, for the donation.
I make no promises.
As well, with the dice pick comes Canadian Dice. They are our sponsor for tonight's episode. Our sponsor forever and ever, because Ryan loves us. So you can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code THEVACTER, all one word, for 10% off of your order, and you'll be able to get 10% off your order. And he does ship internationally, so do the thing. Support our friend. This week, schedule is packed full of awesomeness. We have, obviously, tonight, Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Tomorrow we have Song of Crystal and Shadow. Friday, Fixius 5. Saturday morning, 11:30, we've got Together Among the Stars with Dungeon Daddy Rick. And our guest this week is Queen Mother GM. Sunday, we are not back with Legacy of Fire. We are doing something completely different. We're playing Vampire the Masquerade. It's going to be fun and bloody. And it's called Blood in the Six, because it takes place in Tirana.
Did you just
And
say
Effie
blood
and I-
and the sex?
Blood in the Six, as in the number 6, because that's what
Abby
we.
and I are already in trouble with the
I'm
law,
sure.
and we haven't even started yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I'm sure.
And speaking of the Trevor Project as well, you can go to our website, tinyurl.com/vacmerch. Any Pride merch that you buy, which includes the Sploth line, will be donated to the Trevor Project on your behalf.
My favorite boy! Favorite froggy.
And speaking of Sploth, Bankar Brouhaha, Session 3, this Tuesday. As always, we also post everything over on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music if you prefer podcasts over video. And just a quick aside, our friend Jaden from Cantrips and Coffee is actually fighting the Canadian wildfires right now. It's real bad, so if you can just kind of keep them in your thoughts, keep all the firefighters in your thoughts, that'd be great. So it's Jaden from Cantrip's Been Coffee. So
Yeah.
thanks, Blue Moon.
Blue Moons is my friend Ed, so thank you, Ed. I love you.
Thanks, Ed. You're entered into our draw.
Thank you, Double D.
Draw 4 dice. Pause for 2 seconds so I can cut announcements. I don't want to fuck you, Artemis. Go ahead, Woody. It's all you.
There was no comp. That's why punctuation is important, folks. Phrasing. Are we not doing phrasing?
No.
I hate it here, besties. Okay. Hi.
I'm in hell.
I'm Woody. I'm your game master tonight. I go by them pronouns. I'm from the Storyteller's Tavern. My friend Ash is also from the Storyteller's Tavern. We are a queer-led podcast that releases a bunch of different series for TTRPGs. Right now, we're releasing the Sunless Citadel, where we play a real play D&D game, and then we also have another series, Hotel Hell, where we play Call of Cthulhu. And we have a new project that we're working on. We're very excited about. Can't say much right now, but we are working on a new project for a new series coming out. Hopefully sometime in the fall. So we're very excited for that to be announced. But without further ado, if everyone's ready, we can begin.
Aww, Nat donated. We love Nat.
Aw, thanks, Nat.
Thank you, Nat.
That's my sibling.
Hello, Sib.
Nat says
Oh,
you're
also,
welcome.
Woody introduced me kind of. I am Ash, also from the Storyteller's Tavern. If you didn't listen to Woody, you should have. I use any pronouns. Yeah, cool.
All right. Without further ado, we will begin with Lesbians Coffee. So.
The ASD is strong in here right now. Oh fuck! I didn't mute.
I snorted because I thought that was a call out at me.
Oh,
It's gonna be
dear.
one of those nights, guys. Buckle up.
I am so ready.
Fucking fuckle up, y'all.
Buckle up, buckaroos.
Fucking fuckle up.
How did they know?
Okay, I'm just gonna start. All right, so we begin in the buzzing metropolis of Otnorot, which never sleeps as its residents go about their lives unaware that the mundane steel playground is bordered by no ordinary forest. The Foxhole Woods is a place where the very air is laden with magic. This magic reveals queer people as their true selves in all their beautiful glory. Due to rumors spreading throughout the town of the coffee shop's drinks possessing magical effects, land developer Mabel York has her eye on the property with the full backing of the mostly white city council. She's known for buying up local businesses and turning the properties into a string of identical apartment buildings with rent far too expensive for any residents in the area. She has most of the city council in her pocket, funding their campaigns in exchange for leniency when it comes to zoning laws. In the mundane world, people in power follows rumors of magical places seeking to exploit this magic. Tonight's heroes are baristas at Lesbians Coffee, a coffee shop on the border of these two very different worlds. They protect the secret of the woods, but tonight that secret is at stake, as the wood's wise and brilliant ruler, Queen Eustace, is attending Lesbian's speed dating event to try her hand at love once more. To make matters more complicated, Mabel York has plans to enter this speed dating pool with intentions of learning the secret behind the rumored magic. If the cishets learn of the Foxhole Woods magic, they will harness the magic to use towards their own political ends. So,
Not the cishets.
Gentrification.
yeah, the cishets.
Gentrification is for the cishets? Question mark?
Building developments ruin everything.
We begin at dusk inside the Lesbians Coffeehouse. This quaint shop is relatively small, and the space is bathed in a soft orange light from overhanging lamps. At one end of the At one end of the space is the bar where drinks are prepared, and the rest of the room is filled with mismatched tables and chairs that were locally thrifted. A large window on one side of the store shows the beautiful and lush pine trees of the woods just outside, and the other shows the streets of Otnorot. Various pride flags decorate the walls and create a welcoming atmosphere to all who enter the space. Working tonight are four, five now. We had 4 players before. Are 5 exceptional beings who skirt the line between mundane and magical. These pleasantly queer baristas are putting the finishing touches to tonight's speed dating event before the attendees are allowed in. So let's meet them, shall we? I want everyone to introduce their characters. We will start with Aki.
Hey, I'm Hannah, and I'm a transplant, so that's how I got here, because I'm not originally from here. I'm playing the scoundrel, currently standing at about 6 feet, thanks to the heels. Platform boots, let's be real. I can't walk in heels. And, yeah. Big sword. As you must. It's a big bastard sword that I keep on my back. Long, sort of dirty blonde hair that's kind of pulled back into a couple braids at the back of my, back of my head. Brown eyes, pretty plain otherwise.
All right. Next up, we will be introduced to Ash's character.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Great introduction. So I am playing Isabelle Hands, and they use they them pronouns. They're not that tall. They're 5'9", if you know that. Like imperial measurements. I don't know what it is in metric. Don't ask me. I'm just Canadian.
It's
and
178
they are wearing
centimeters.
Okay, 178 centimeters. They are wearing tight jeans, kind of like biker boots, like a tight black t-shirt, their apron. Their hair is twisted back into an intricate braid that kind of looks like several braids that kind of look like snakes. They're always wearing some snake jewelry. Today it's a necklace and an ear cuff, and they have a coiled snake tattoo on their left arm.
Yay!
They're very obsessed with snakes, maybe because they are one, kind of. Yeah. They
Beautiful.
kind of... They're just... Their sword looks evil. That's all I'm gonna go. If you know, hate to bring up this
The
world,
Gay Pirate
but
Show.
yes, okay, but that I love bringing up that world, but I hate bringing up this other one. If you've seen the movies from Turf World, it's like Lucius Malfoy's his wand. That is what the hilt of their sword looks like.
That is
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Next up is Alyssa.
Hey, so I am playing Glory Darkmoor, who goes by she, they pronouns, and is the spooky witch. They are a bit of a nerdy alchemist, tall and lanky, about 5'9". They're wearing cargo pants with all kinds of interesting stuff stuck in the pockets, and they've got like interesting contraptions on their wrists, super short, spiky, acid green hair. And they're a little shy and awkward. They're like kind of working behind the coffee machine and just peeking out to see what's going on and then hiding again. So yeah, there you have it.
That is beautiful. Next up is Cedar.
Hell, sorry?
Southern. Introduce your
No.
character.
Oh, sorry, the character. Sorry, I was confused. I dissociated for a second. Well, howdy there. My name's Rocky Mountain. My pronouns are any in particular. I don't much... Not stuck on any pronouns. I like to go fast. I'm maybe, the saying, bigger they are, the harder they fall. I am measuring in at about 6'4", maybe 6'3.5". I don't know. It depends on how the posture and how much rest the Rocky got that day. But just too big, very unaware of how big I am. But I just like to work on cars and work on my bike and work on my car, and I got forearms for days, and I'm also a scoundrel.
Thank you. That is beautiful.
Thank you
Next up-
kindly.
Next up is Artemis.
Yeah, so I'm Sadie, and I'm 5'1".
Let's go! Short king!
5'1", a little bit on the thicker side, wearing sandals because fuck that noise, and like little cutoff shorts, and one of those
Some daisies.
shirts that some daisies with the pocket sticking out the bottom.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm wearing coveralls. I should probably say that. Green coveralls with the top tied around the waist. Sorry.
She's wearing like a t-shirt that's cut off at the midriff, and you can just barely see on one hip a little bit of a hint of a rose tattoo.
Gay.
She's one of those girls.
Hey. What's
so
your hair
bad.
look like? What's your hair look like?
Right now it's like bright blue, and
Liberty
she's got
spikes.
like deep green eyes. No.
I'm gonna say that I have like the undercut going with like the blonde, like a short mop of blonde curls, like blonde eyelashes, like weird. Yeah, let's make it weird.
Beautiful. You are all
You
beautiful.
take an undercut.
So, right now you're all preparing for the night ahead, and as you guys are going about your business, someone comes in through the sort of back entrance that you have that leads out towards the Foxhole Woods, and this person is Carter. You guys know that Carter is Queen Eustace's bodyguard, and right now in her human form, she is strongly built and towers over most people. She is very tall. She keeps her tightly curled hair in cornrows, and her sharp dark eyes spell trouble for anyone who steps up to her queen. She wears a simple button-up, short-sleeved collared shirt that is light blue and decorated with a pattern of white leaves. She has a few pale scars that lace her oaken-colored skin, but she wears them with pride. And also on her back is a very large quarterstaff that looks like it's made of bone and roots, sort of intertwined within each other. She walks over and clears her throat to get everyone's attention.
I immediately, upon presence of seeing the queen when she walks in, because she is a sight to behold and clearly a giant woman.
This is a bodyguard, not the queen.
Oh, well, okay, excuse me. That Carter is a giant woman, and immediately I turn around and my elbow knocks over a mug that on the counter that was probably full of hot coffee, and then I do like the cartoony dive, hanging onto the bar with one hand and like catch the mug, and all the coffee goes up in the air, holds there for a second, and then comes back down, splashes all over my forearm. And it's just hot, steaming coffee, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
I walk by with one of those like big trays of like mugs and stuff.
I just hand it up.
I'm doodling out with a mop.
Thank you kindly.
Carter stares blankly, just not knowing exactly how to react. And she
You can react here. You can react now to the 3rd-degree burns that I just suffered upon my forearm.
right. Well,
Do you have any ice cubes?
no, I don't.
Not you, Carter. I was talking to Sadie. Sorry.
That's the worst thing you can do for a burn. No.
Oh,
Just
look,
run it under cool water.
Mom player showed up.
Shut up.
Excuse me. I go in the back.
You run your arm under cold water. It helps a little bit, but It was definitely a blunder. For
I go, I'm a
As-
burn kid. I'm listening. Sorry.
as Rocky is finishing up, Carter looks at everyone and goes, "Well, we do need to talk a little bit about tonight's interesting speed dating event."
What about it?
Well, as you know, Queen Eustace is going to be attending, and we must ensure that she is happy and also remaining conspicuous about who she is. She's not the most subtle woman. I need you, as host, to make sure that Eustace, her night goes very well, and you must hop in anytime during her meetings with the humans to make sure that things move along nicely.
Rocky like pops up on the bar.
Was she taking a coffee?
I'm not entirely sure. She is more of a tea person.
Got you covered, sugar.
Now, Queen Eustace, she does not know of Mabel's plans with the development of this area. I spared her the details because I did not want her anxiety to ruin the night. So keep a lookout for Mabel and make sure that that woman does not make our queen's nights ruined.
That seems it might be irresponsible.
Well, my queen has a little bit of an issue internalizing worst case scenarios. It's best for her to not know.
Well,
than
of
it
course,
is for
of
her.
course, you're gonna internalize horrible scenarios. We're all gay. We got anxiety.
That is a very true fact, but also it's best that she does not know, at least for now.
I don't have anxiety. I'm just angry.
A
Sure.
flash of regret is in Carter's eyes, but she doesn't say anything.
Good.
As you also know, Arabella will also be in attendance. And you guys know that Arabella is Queen Eustace's daughter. She is a little bit of on a rebellious streak right now, and she is very fiercely protective of her mother, and she might be a little bit of a handful. And Carter nods towards you guys and goes, "All right, well, if that is all, I'm going to join Eustace and Arabella outside, and when you're prepared, I suppose we can get this thing on the road. Good luck. I'll be nearby.
Hey,
entire
Carter,
time."
you got a second before you go?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Like pull off the side. What are you doing on Thursday night?
On Thursday night, I am going to be, helping Queen Eustace, figure out some more plans when it comes to the security at the Foxhole Woods. There are
When do you
some-
get off work?
I never get off work. I am always working.
I can get you off work.
She gives you an expression that is laced with confusion.
This
Like,
is literally not the first time either.
Yeah, and I want you to roll entice. This will be our first roll.
Yay! I get to be the first one. I have no idea what I'm doing.
So
Okay.
Roll 2d6.
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
roll-
I know that
roll-
part.
Yeah. And then add your heart stat.
10.
So you pass. So on a pass, you gain a string on yeah.
Carter?
You gain a string on Carter. and they choose one of another option from like the list. So she's gonna promise something that she thinks that you want. So the string that you'll get on Carter is just from this interaction is that it kind of comes off like she's trying to avoid spending time with you, but you're not sure if she means it in a mean way or if she's just not confident enough to accept your offer yet.
Or if she's just not plain interested.
She might be interested. You're just not entirely sure.
Yeah,
yet.
exactly. Yeah, there's plenty of scenarios. There's with waters.
And then what she'll say is, for giving you something that she thinks you want, is she'll go, I'll check my schedule again on Thursday and I'll see if I can make some time for us to go on a...
I'll take you on a ride on my bike. Sat back. You probably saw it.
Right. We'll do that.
Justin. We're both big people.
Right. Thank you. She appears quite awkward.
I wink at her and I go back to like bust a table or something.
You walk away pretty confidently. She stands there for a few more seconds before she
I walk
leaves.
with a little bit like extra bounce in my booty.
Yeah. And she leaves through the back door again, not completely knowing how to make about that encounter. Maybe a little embarrassed, but also somewhat flattered. You all start putting the finishing touches on everything, and when you're ready and the night begins, the crowd that enters the coffee shop is pretty significant. It's not a huge crowd, but it's quite a few people, and among them, it's pretty easy to spot Queen Eustace and Princess Arabella. So, in her human form, Queen Eustace has lively, olive-colored skin that is free of imperfections. Her hazel eyes are upturned and shimmer with curiosity, and they're a wonderful accent to her round face. She wears a knee-length, off-the-shoulder summer dress that is decorated with the pattern of multicolored wildflowers. Her hair is coal-black and reaches below her waist. Her face is also dappled with freckles, and she carries herself with a strong air of whimsy, but behind it is also a very strong authoritative presence. Beside her is her daughter, Arabella. She has short ginger hair that she keeps tied up in a messy bun. She wears overalls that are covered in patches over top of a loosely fitted linen clothing with mixed match colors. Her large glasses accentuate her brown eyes, and her skin is dotted with vitiligo, with patches of whitish skin overlapping sort of darker shades underneath. And they are also with them is Carter, who is trying not to get too close nearby. She's trying to be sort of inconspicuous. And also, as you guys begin looking around the crowd, you spot a third familiar face, which is a dreaded face of Mabel York. Mabel has angular features that suit her sharp demeanor. Her short brown hair is cut into a bob, and her rectangular glasses bring together the look of someone who talks business and only business. She wears a pencil skirt and a ruffled but professional moss green blouse. Her skin is pale, but she dots her face with light makeup to make it appear fuller and flush. And as everyone in this crowd is starting to get seated, Eustace approaches you all with Arabella, and she comes over and goes, "Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for setting up this event all for me." And she just twinkles her eyes at you guys.
Well, of course, Your Majesty, anything for her grace.
Oh, you're so very kind and lovely as always, Rocky.
I endeavor to be. Would you like to come into the back for some pie?
Oh, maybe not now, but a little later. Thank
Can't
you
be-
for the offer, though.
Maybe later.
Just looking at everyone's faces breaking up to laughter. Beside Eustace, Arabella clears her throat. Thank you all for helping with my mother. But let's make sure that we just get this night over with as quickly as possible.
You got it, doll.
She definitely seems less enthusiastic. There's like nervousness on her expression.
Well,
you
let's
might as
hope
well
it
have
is
some
quick.
fun.
Let's hope it is quick because that's why they call it speed dating, right?
Eustace goes, that is the best name for it.
Depends how much rest the Rockies had. and I like spill some of my tea. And I just mop it up.
Well, I will go and get ready. And she goes off, and behind her, Arabella is quick on her mother's heels, and she kind of looks back and shoots you guys a glance of like, don't fuck this up.
I wink at her.
And
We're gonna fuck this up.
Yeah,
And-
we're gonna fuck this up. I just want to
Yeah.
say that.
Do you literally
Yeah.
say that out loud?
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, we've done worse. We've done
See,
worse.
Have
Ribs in the
we?
kitchen.
Remember that? Well, no, yeah. Remember that time that we had that that magic the
Gathering, you mean?
yeah. Well, I was gonna say something else to avoid a copyright infringement, but that's just fine, I suppose. I was going to see Magic the Party or like Magic the Fancy to Do or something like that. But anyway, that night was kind of crazy. Also, did you see the dress that Her Majesty was wearing?
She was right in front of us, man.
I know.
All right. I keep picking up your accent. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's just what's it? How do you say that? How do you say that again? There, Isabelle, Miss Isabelle, is the echolalia, echolalio.
What?
Where you like take on your friend's mannerisms and whatnot.
You, I think you mean echolalia.
Echolalia.
Hide
Thank you so
behind the
much.
covers.
Echolabia. Got it.
Labia. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, that.
Hey, that we could name that. That could be the next special for next time.
Perfect.
Echolabia. Like, what would it be though? Would it be like a tart or like a scone?
I think it would be like a meat pie.
Have a little bit more of a subtlety bone in your body, why don't you?
No.
Listen, y'all, you all invited me here.
If anything, I think it should be a muffin, but
Oh,
we
or
could do muffins.
donut.
We could do the muffins,
Something with the
but
fruit
we call
filling,
them
I
like
think.
we could make them like we could call it with something related to a fupa,
A cream-filled donut.
a cream-filled fupa,
Mm.
cream-filled fupa. Ain't that great? I think I like that.
You guys are brainstorming these ideas, and
Like writing things down,
standing not so far away is
like a
Carter.
greasy notebook.
Carter just standing there staring, and then she just like awkwardly turns towards the crowd of people who are waiting for it to start, and she's like, "Speed dating will now begin."
Ding the bell, Carter. Ding
Oh,
the
I
bell.
ring the bell.
No.
Oh,
Whoa,
You ring the bell.
you said ring the bell.
I'll ring the bell.
What you want from me?
Damn.
Chaos begins as if it had not already started, and people are already just getting with their first pairings. And the first person, you all kind of turn your heads towards Queen Eustace, who is sitting near the window where it shows the Foxhole Woods. And the first person that she is sat with is someone who looks recognizable, sort of. If you want to try to figure out who this person is, you can roll a wit check.
Ugh, that's a 6.
I got a 6 as well.
Mark experience if you fail.
Did we
I
fail?
got a
Oh, no.
5.
Even better, it's a 5.
Same, I got a 5.
What is a fail and
Rolling
what's a win?
2d6?
Yes.
2d. Okay, I got
Anything under 7 is a fail.
9.
Oh.
I got a 9. No. Yeah, a 9.
Fails. No, wait. XP.
And what did Glory get?
9 also.
9. And then
Yep.
Sadie got
5.
5. Oh, we got like 5, 5, 5. All right. So for Hannah, Sadie, and Rocky, you're too busy arguing over the bell, and then also trying to like cross-reference different names for this new pastry idea.
Also, I want to complain about the guac. There's not nearly enough cumin in it.
Yeah, you're also complaining about the guac
Why do we have
And-
guacamole? We're a coffee shop.
because you know what?
It's an event, damn it! Why would
It's
why
just
would-
for the sides, you know? And
you can't have an event and not have
No.
snacks?
You gotta have like churros and like guacamole with coffee. It doesn't work.
You're gonna talk to me about churros,
Yeah.
Yankee girl.
Oh.
See, Sadie just walks by and goes, "You don't need snacks. I'm here."
Yeah.
Just keeps going.
Try and grab your butt.
There it is. Just smack her on the butt as she walks by.
Yeah, we both smack her on the butt, both sides.
Smack her with your thumb.
And
Yeah,
she
just like-
trips because she's clumsy as shit and only 5 feet tall. So
I dive
Oh.
to catch the tray.
Too
as
hard.
I am wont to do. I'm gonna roll for it.
yeah, roll for I would say roll what are the
Defy
stats?
disaster.
That
roll
grace.
defy
I would say that's a
disaster.
grace, right? Oh, defy disaster.
Yeah.
How do you defy disaster?
Um,
Clear, lose yourself, escapism. Okay, well, to defy disaster, what skill do you apply to your roll?
Probably Grace.
Okay, cool. I've got a +2 in that. So that would be an 8.
So
Double 3s on the dice.
you know what? I'll say with the 8, you do succeed.
I just like
As-
dive between the legs.
Yeah, as Sadie is tripping, like it kind of goes like slow motion as you just like grab the tray from between Sadie's legs.
I'm like,
Thanks,
on the
Rocky.
ground. I burned my chin a little bit on the floor. It's all right. I hand it
I'm
back
just
up
so
to her.
clumsy. Thank you. Just keep going.
I duck my head to avoid getting fold flapped.
As obviously as this very obvious chaos is going on, Isabelle and Glory are the ones who take more time to examine who this person is that Queen Eustace is seated with, and you recognize that this is Brandy Ryan in a very poor disguise. So Brandy Ryan is the city council president. And it's not a big secret at Lesbians that she has a huge gay crush on Mabel York, but probably doesn't even know that she's queer yet. And she frequently attends the speed dating events in disguise, even though it's like pretty obvious it's her, but like no one wants to out her because like that's not cool. So everyone just lets her kind of do her thing. And right now, Brandy is wearing an ill-fitted blonde wig that has seen better days. Sunglasses that cover most of her face. She got that Gucci, and she wears a pink jumpsuit that is just like damn, just like not afraid to show like every curve. It's like chef's kiss, and it is not exactly her style, but this disguise clearly gives her the confidence to explore parts of herself that she is trying to come to terms with. And as
It's
you
a
are,
canon event.
yeah, we can't intervene.
Is she giving Barbie girl in a Barbie world?
So in this canon event where we cannot intervene, Brandy is kind of stuttering to introduce herself to you. So she goes, "Oh, well, my name is Branda. My name is Branda." And
Brandon, get your bra on.
Eustace goes, "Oh, that is very nice. What do you do, Brenda?" And Brandy goes, well, I am a model. And Eustace
Barbie girl.
is looking, as if she's looking for help, and goes, oh, that is surprising. You have very low self-esteem. And Brenda goes, what? And you can tell that this conversation is a train wreck.
Do
Ring
we
the bell.
all see this now? Or is it just
would like-
Glory and Isabella?
Picking
Isabelle.
myself up off the floor. Do I hear any of the conversation?
As you're all kind of getting back together, paying attention to the conversation, you start picking up parts of it where it sort of just turned into Eustace pointing out all like
I ring the bell.
Brandy's little flaws, and Brandy does not look pleased.
Oh, that's a train wreck. Don't
Ring
ring
the
the bell.
bell.
I grabbed the bell.
I did.
I grabbed the bell clitoris before it can ring. Hang on. I want to see this.
No, this is horrible.
It's like a train wreck. All right, fine.
As this train wreck is going down, though, you can also see that right now Carter is actually paired with Mabel, and
oh, great. Here we go.
their meeting is about as tense and as romantic as just like hitting two rocks together. Like they're just staring at
Now
each
kiss.
other. Carter's like, "My name is Carter," and Mabel goes, "That's nice. My name is Mabel. So what do you do?" "I'm a security guard." "That sounds boring."
It's like a Klingon and a Vulcan talking to each other at a speed dating session.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, on the other side, Arabella seems very happy to be paired with someone who, just like without even rolling, it's pretty obvious that she probably already knows this person, wink wonk. And this person is light-skinned and wears jeans that are two-toned. So one side is plaid red and the other side is black. And their thrifted clothing is just covered in patches and other accessories that they've added. And they wear a battle jacket as well that is just well-loved and adorned in even more patches and homemade designs. And they keep their hair shaved, and except for their sideburns, which are long, and their face is heavily pierced, and like everyone has a name tag, and the name tag on their shirt says Chloe. And Chloe and Arabella are having like a pretty pleasant conversation, like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Arabella." And Chloe's like, "Yeah, I'm Chloe. It's like, I've never met you before. Like, totally nice to meet you." Like, it's clear they know each other. Like, there's something going on. So, it's a fucking train wreck, though, going back to Eustace and Brandy. And, Carter, who's, like, not really paying attention anymore to Mabel, is just kind of, like, staring at you guys, like...
I'm still holding the clitoris on the bell, just like shoving guacamole chips in my mouth.
I've whacked
And, like,
Rocky with the mallet
trying to
for the
whack
gong.
it.
And it just makes
You-
a noise.
You whack Rocky and knock the little bell out their hand, and the bell, like, slams on the floor and rings. And it's enough for people to stand up and start going to their other tables, much to the relief of Carter.
Dang it, Rocky, it's not a telenovela.
Oh. Ow.
You see that next up, Eustace is paired with Chloe. And you know what? As you start listening in on the conversation, it seems to be going a little bit better. So Eustace kind of looks Chloe up and down and goes, "You have a very interesting choice of fashion." And Chloe stares at them and goes, I mean, society has completely taught you everything about fashion. I don't really see how they made you the fashion police. First off. Second off, capitalism and exploitation of the lower class has led you to...
I would like to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
I bring the actual, like, a whole big old, I have the guac bowl, and I bring a plate of chips, and I drop the plate of chips. "I brought you some here, guacamole here," and I take a big old spoon, and I slap it in the middle of the chips. "Oh, that just gonna be nice." I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, everybody, to interrupt you. I also want to apologize for the lack of cumin in the guac. It's not as spicy as it could be, but, you know, It's Otnorot. It's Otnorot. Where the hell am I?
I didn't want the
You
guac.
need that guac. It's fine. It doesn't need more cumin.
It needs cumin. It ain't spicy enough. Also,
Chloe,
I'm sorry. I
Rocky.
forgot where I was for a second.
Chloe-
My coworker hit me in the head with a mallet.
I didn't
Chloe-
hit you in the
Chloe, like-
head.
Chloe like takes a little dollop of guacamole and tastes it and goes, "Yeah, I could use a little more cumin."
See what I said? That's what I said. You know. Now, how about we talk about something that we all like?
Well, I mean, if we're talking literally, I mean, we're not gonna have everyone's not gonna like everything. I mean, there's kind of like this standard that in society we should all like the same thing, which just like I just don't conform.
I reach over and I just
So-
do the thing with the lips. Shush, shush.
You shush Chloe, and Chloe.
I've been there. I get it. I've been there. I get it. We all thinking it. We's all thinking it.
Play the quiet game.
Oh, we can play the quiet game. Sure, let's play the quiet game.
I am the best at the quiet game.
I'm sure you are. Have some guacamole, and I shove a chip in Chloe's mouth, and I walk away. And I look at Chloe, and I'm just like, be nice, damn it.
Chloe goes, anyways, I like your dress, I guess. And Arabella goes, thank you, I made it myself. Yes, I made it myself.
It's got pockets. Does it got pockets?
Yes, of course it has pockets.
I
And
go
she
back and I
tries-
nudge everybody.
She tries the guacamole and goes, oh, this guacamole is fine without the Cajun spicing.
Well, there ain't no set
I
about
Good job,
told
Glory.
you so.
they and then the Gen Z agree with me.
What about Glory and Isabelle? What are they doing during this chaos?
Oh, Isabelle is definitely just looking at Rocky, wondering how they got to work with such an idiot, and I mean that affectionately.
You would know actually that Rocky got the job from Hannah.
Yeah, it's because I was coming through on my bike and I decided to stay for a bit and I needed a job. Coming through town.
Yeah.
Just happened to know a guy, you know.
That guy was me.
I think we
Yeah.
knew the same guy, actually. Anna, where did you
Glory's
find
skin-
this fucker?
We
Oh, several times.
Now, what about Glory? What's Glory up to?
Glory is scandalized right now about all the trash talk about her guacamole.
I'm not trying to. Oh, you made it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sending dirty looks at Rocky.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you made it. I thought that somebody brought it for the potluck.
and there's enough
but
cumin, I'm telling you now.
And yeah, I say this as a friend. I just taste it a little bit. I feel like just something's missing, just a little something. Here, and I just take a little finger. I take a little finger, and I just on her lips.
I have already tasted this. It is fine.
Just a little something.
I attempt to bite their finger.
I keep my finger in her mouth while she bites it.
You just get bit. You
This
don't
is
take
not
it
awkward at all.
as this.
I bite my lip at her.
This is just this. You know what? Arabella looks so mortified. She's paired with Mabel, but she really isn't paying attention because on top of Chloe and Eustace's meeting, she's also staring at you guys and just wondering where it all went wrong.
we don't have
Yeah.
our food
I
safe
know what you're talking
certificate.
I take my finger from her mouth and I lick the last of the guacamole off it.
See? And now
What
And
about some-
wash
what
your
about-
hands.
What about some pepper?
Please.
Just a
Oh
little bit
my
of black
God.
pepper. Black pepper to taste.
In a
Oh, bless your
similar
heart.
fashion,
I walk away.
Oh, bless your heart. I go to the bathroom and wash
Rocky.
my hands.
in a similar fashion, Carter is also watching this go down with just like pure like bruh. And Carter is paired with Brandy, but they're both kind of like distracted because Carter is looking at you guys and also looking at Eustace. while Brandy is looking at Mabel, almost like jealous that Mabel is with someone other than her, and Carter just looks like absolutely fucking elated. Like she like excuses herself from the table and walks over to the bar, and you already know like, oh shit, mama's coming. And she just leans on it and goes, "What are you doing?"
Well, they're all fucking up.
I'm in the bathroom washing
I'm
my
just
hands.
watching. I'm just watching the shit show go down because what else am I supposed to fucking do?
Carter takes the bowl of guacamole and is like, "All right, just one moment, please." And she walks to the back door and props it open, and yanks the bowl out.
I come out of the bathroom. There's like a loud flushing noise.
Thank
the door
you.
opens. Door opens.
Who wants guacamole at a dating event? There's so much fucking garlic in it.
I walk to the door and like kind of like big person shoulder in the threshold with Carter to look out at the shattered crockery and the guac all over the alleyway and the guac that splattered on my bike, and I'm like, Carter,
Yes.
be that as it may, that the guac needed a bit more seasoning in my humble onion. That
It didn't.
hold on a second. Be that as it may, that I think, personally, in my humble own opinion, and one alone, that I thought the guacamole needed a little spice. But
For the
that
love of God.
that was Glory's casserole dish. I believe that you, Carter, owe Glory an apology and a trip to the Pottery Barn.
Pottery
Carter goes, "I'm sorry I broke your dish. Also, the guacamole did need a little bit more cajun spices." She walks back into the cafe.
I pull.
That's no reason to throw it out the door.
I'm gonna make a grace check.
Mm-hmm. For what reason?
I want to get her
That-
wallet.
Bruh. This is like a fake creature. I don't know if she has a wallet.
Well, if she does, I'm getting it because
No.
I just rolled double sixes and I have a plus 2 on grace.
You like stick your hand out and kind of like grace her pocket and like
I'm
pull
not trying to be
something
subtle
out.
about. I'm not trying to be terribly subtle either.
You pull something out. It's like, but with a roll like that, it's so like smooth. It's like a liquid, like boom. You grab something, and what you pull out, it's not a wallet. It's more of like a notebook made of like dried wood that has like notes in it written in a language that like
It's her
maybe-
planner. It's a planner.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
like it's a planner, but it's like it's written in a language you don't understand. I guess like I could compare it to like Druidic or something. Like these are fey creatures, right? Queer fey creatures. So like it's a language where you're kind of like, what the hell is this?
Is there any currency in it?
Not currency. It's mostly just like it looks like it's laid out like a schedule.
Oh, I checked the schedule to see what she's doing on Thursday night. First of all,
You using just like process of elimination and like your own. You know what? Actually, roll a wit. I want to see if you can decipher this.
I literally just rolled off of the page where I wrote down my stats. Here we go, because I was using this
Does
as
the
a prop
cover
because
of
I'm
it
that kind of person.
say- Does the cover of it say the gay agenda? I think it should.
Yes.
Perfect.
I rolled 5.
You
I'll mark experience.
you are trying to decipher this, but like what like you're really struggling to decipher this, honestly.
I shrug, and on Thursday, on a random day, I write, "Take Glory to Pottery Barn as apology. Bring human money."
There you go. Yeah, you scribble that in.
H's and K's. Art. Rocky. And then I walk over to the table where she's at because I assume the bell's been rung.
Yeah, the bell has definitely been rung. As she was walking back in, she like grabbed it in her fist and was like Like she's so upset.
I go over to a table and I just lay the planner in front of her, just like. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's not even gonna question where you got it from. And she opens it. She puts on little glasses and opens it and goes, "Wow, your handwriting is awful."
Oh bless your
that
heart,
say?
darling.
I'm not sure what that reads, so I'm going to ignore it.
And I lean in real close, and I like put my hand on her beefy shoulder, and I lean in and I say into her ear, "The Pottery Barn. You and Glory."
Are you trying to set me up for another date?
Well, if you want it to be a date, that's all on you, honey.
But I thought you wanted to go on a date.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm getting mixed signals.
Are you some sort of? Oh, I get it. All right. You're not really like a play the field kind of
Well,
type.
I'm more of like a play the field by doing my
The
job.
battlefield. You're more like the battlefield. So there's like lots of foes and lots of sparring partners and stuff like that. Okay, now you're talking my speed. I like to go fast. All
Love
right,
is a Battlefield begins playing.
So you meet me on Thursday night,
Right.
and then on Friday afternoon during your lunch break, you take Glory over there to the Pottery Barn to get her a new casserole dish because you just wrung hers out in the alleyway, and that was really not nice. I know you already apologized, but make sure you apologize to her again because that was not kind.
No, I will definitely apologize after this entire nightmare is over.
And also, Carter, have a little fun. And I kiss her cheek and I walk away.
She just like the poor person that she's seated with is like, did I just get one up by this bitch? What the fuck?
And before I walk away, I look at the person who's like sitting with Carter in the booth, and I'm like, those are some awfully tight Wranglers you have on. Would you like to come in? Would you like to come in the back for some pie?
The person that looks between Carter and you, it's like this like older woman, maybe like 40. She has like really curly brown hair and like
Those mom jeans.
I'm wearing like bright green coveralls. I've got tattoos all up my forearms, and my hair is like messy and blonde, and my lashes are real long.
And she's like, she kind of blushes
just like a
bit.
big old scar right here.
And she's like, sure.
I take her hand. And then I blow a kiss to Carter and I go in the back with some pie.
Yeah, you go in the back for some pie.
Do you want
This is not food safe.
Do you want blue? And I cut to the back. We are actually having some really nice warm pie.
Yeah.
See, I am a big old fan of apple pie. I cannot help myself with a big old scoop of Philadelphia ice cream. Now that just makes it.
My grandchildren, they love blueberry pie.
Oh, well, we got some blueberry pie right over here.
She's 40.
You know what?
40, that's
Not slut shaming.
Enough. She had it young. You know what? We support women's choices.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving things along. So more rounds go by. We're kind of chewing the train. Eustace really is just you're starting to get the full extent of just how awful she is with people. She's not the greatest person socially, mostly probably because she doesn't really come into like the human world very often, and she doesn't seem very impressed with the dating pool of people that she meets.
Could I Cyrano de Bergerac her?
And what in the what now?
Cyrano
de Bergerac?
The romantic poet with the big nose, who like the origin of the wingman.
The wingman, literally, idiot, like speaking up to the princess in the balcony, and someone's in the bushes feeding him lines.
I want to be the person in the bush feeding the lines.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I immediately appear next to Hannah.
And suddenly the age gap became very, very apparent between us.
Oh, it's been 84 years.
Bergeron is like from centuries ago.
Could you imagine?
I know, but like, you could see, like, the four of us knew what was going on, and you two did not. And it's like,
Your
oh, I feel
collective age
old
is like
now.
87. It's okay.
What do you mean?
Roxanne
Right?
with Steve Martin.
Dan.
Oh, I never watched that version. I just actually watched the fucking plays. Because I'm a thespian gay. Thespian lesbian.
All right, we need to put a settle to this. We're doing an age expose. Okay, I am 23.
I've only seen the French film.
Oh God,
That's old. That's fine.
you're just a
I'm not
baby.
old. What the hell? I take
You are-
offense to that.
I'm 25.
There is 12 years between me and you. That is
That's
no. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Anyway, I show up like, immediately next to Hannah, and like my shirt's on. I'm like buttoning up my coveralls. My shirt's on backwards, and my tag is hanging right there. And I'm just like,
Fly
so
all
what
over
I
the
miss?
place.
So what I miss? My wingman senses were tingling.
You need to go away and sanitize the area that you were just in.
I did.
For health and safety reasons.
I
Do it.
did.
Just do it again.
No,
Just do it again.
no, you're not my boss.
I am actually.
You're not the boss to me. And I just like boop her on the nose, and I'm gonna go and over to.
I want to pull a string to go make Rocky sanitize the area they were in.
all right. You can entice them with a string. What is it called in this game? Influence with a string.
Yeah. Oop. Drop the die.
So you can offer them
Yeah.
XP to do something with a string. Find out what it will take to make them do what you want. Add 1 to your roll against them, or subtract 1, or add 1 to a roll that they're making.
Oh, no, tell me what to do.
I'm just gonna more or less kind of
Catch me by the collar.
yeah.
Yeah.
By the collar, kind of like the finger under the chin thing. Please go and sanitize that area again.
I was just like in Paris. Dirty city, really.
I mean, it's like an hour down the road, so yeah.
Yeah. You owe me.
We'll see. A smack her in the butt.
Oh, I see how we're playing it now. This will be funny. And I go into the back.
Yeah. You can gain XP for that string being expended. Rocky gains XP.
I take Grandma back into the back again. 'Cause
Bruh.
she's coming back. She was gonna leave. And I was like, let's go get some more pie.
Let's get some more pie. So Hannah goes over to where Eustace is, and as this kind of kerfuffle was going on, you realize in horror that the person that Eustace has been paired with is actually Mabel. And Mabel is just sort of staring at Eustace, not entirely sure what to make of her. And Eustace goes, "It's nice to meet you. I'm Eustace." And Mabel goes, I'm Mabel. "So, Mabel, what do you do for a living?" "Well, I am a property manager, I guess you could say.
Ugh.
I am, I buy up some properties and I put in more modern buildings for the areas. That's basically all that I do." And Eustace goes, "That can't be everything that you do. That sounds so boring." "Well, it's not boring. It's quite challenging, especially for a woman in my field. Also, I do get quite tangled in the politics of the city. I pretty much owe quite a lot to the city council, so we help each other out a lot in terms of modernizing the city. But also, I need their help to grow my reputation. Without my reputation, I have nothing." And Eustace sort of nods and goes, "Well, don't don't you think that there's a little bit of an issue with you buying up the property from the people and then, replacing their things with other things? Well, I would lose a lot of credibility if I question everything that the city council does. I don't necessarily choose exactly what is put into place. They just give me the permissions to buy and sell things for the sake of building my repertoire. I can't really stand up to them without losing my credibility. And Eustace nods and goes, "It's a little bit cowardice, don't you think?"
Here,
And-
out of nowhere, next to Glory. Poof. And I lean into her ear and I say, "How much money you gonna bet me that I can make this worse?"
I have full faith you can make this worse.
All right.
Trust
Let's
me,
raise the
baby.
stakes then. I bet you
okay,
that
so,
I'm
like-
gonna have Mabel on the back of my bike later tonight.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
let
convert
me
her.
see.
hmm That's my gay. That's my gay
I think
agenda.
I'm gonna. Well, for starters, I'm gonna lose this bet because I have full faith you can get people on the back of your
I can get into
bike.
anybody's
But
pants. You know this.
I
You know me.
do.
You know me
I
for a
do.
short amount of time, but you know.
Yep. So like,
How can I make it
Hmm.
worse? Also, where is Hannah?
Literally standing at the queen's elbow.
Oh, there she is.
But also, whatever you do, get Mabel away from the queen.
All right.
This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna lose this bet. So I'm not betting. with
I'm
you.
just
But
making
you
eyes
know,
at Isabelle.
Bring me some cumin. That's
Ring the bell.
okay too.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
I
Go
grab a
get
tray.
Mabel. Bing, 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 bing,
Sadie
bing.
just
I-
reaches over and rings it.
I grab
Give
I grab
Rocky a little
Sadie's
shove
tray.
in the right direction.
I grab Sadie's
Go get him,
tray.
Tiger.
Okay, that's for table 3.
Isabelle, do you ring the bell? It's up to you. It's completely your decision.
No. Not gonna ring it.
Isabelle
It's gonna be that
has
little
your
shit
back.
disturber.
Just like
Chaos.
glare
Be
at
that shit
you.
disturber. No, because Isabelle is wondering. They're wondering how the hell is this the most chaotic speed dating we've ever had? And they're trying to figure it out, and they just need a little bit more time. So maybe in a couple minutes they will ring the bell.
Rocky, you swagger over to the table where Hannah is standing beside Queen Eustace, trying to sort of like butt in the conversation to like be like, "Oh, guys, like, wow, isn't it great?" And then like,
I
boom, in
immediately-
comes Rocky.
I immediately spill the tray all over Mabel's side of the table and Mabel's lap as well.
Mabel
As I
looks and goes,
pretend to trip over Hannah's foot or something. As I
"Oh,
pretend to trip.
that,
No.
Oh, I'll purposely trip her.
that is great. Thank you. I really
Oh,
wanted that to happen tonight." And Mabel takes like napkins and is trying to wipe herself off.
And I pick myself off the floor. There's like I probably accidentally hit the side of my eyebrow on the table or something like that. So there's like a little bit of blood or something like that. I'm just like, ow. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Let me take you to the bag. I could fix you right up, darling. Come on, let's go.
No, I'm all right.
No, darling, I promise you. You cannot sit here in these wet clothes. What is she wearing?
Like a pencil skirt and then like a blouse.
Oh, honey, we got that. That's literally the uniform. That's literally
You gotta
old
get the
uniform.
coffee out of the blouse.
Yeah, you're gonna have to blot that out. That's really bad. I'm so sorry. And I think that was a matcha latte, and that was a frappuccino cappuccino for table 3. You're gonna have to remake table 3, Sadie. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
What's your name, honey? Honey, I look at it and I look at the name tag. Mabel, please come on. Please let me make this up to you.
You're very nice, but
Please let me make this up to you.
really would like you to make it up by getting away from me. And Queen Eustace goes,
Oh man, I should have bet.
Eustace goes, "Wow, that was as smooth as sandpaper."
And I smirk at Mabel and I tilt my head. I'm just like,
totally defeated them. This
And
is so much fun.
And I slide into the booth next to Mabel. Right. So, Miss Eustace, tell me what you like to do on a sunny afternoon.
Not spend time in a coffee shop with people spilling coffee on me.
I said Eustace. Eustace. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you said, bruh. I'm so stupid.
That's okay. So, Miss Eustace,
No, you're not.
No,
Take it
you're
back.
not.
how do you like to spend a nice sunny afternoon?
Well, I love spending time in my garden. I love tea, and I love drinking it in my garden while I shoot people who try to. While I water my plants.
And I make
With
make
the
eye
blood of
contact.
others, yeah.
I make eye
Right?
contact with
Hobby.
Hannah.
Sadie breaks another mug.
Miss
On the
Eustace,
wall.
Miss Eustace, would you like to come in the back? I think my pie's coming out the oven. I'd love for you to try it.
I love pies, but I'm having so much fun here right now.
Oh,
No, maybe I'm a little bit indecisive.
I
This is
go.
so
I
fun.
place my hand on her hand.
Ooh.
Trust
Group
me.
hydrate, bitches.
Trust me.
I'm
You're gonna have a good. You're gonna have so much fun trying out my pie.
pies do you have?
I have many pies of different flavors, shapes, and sizes.
Do you have strawberry pie?
Oh yes, I even have strawberry rhubarb
Do you
pie,
have cherry pie?
berry pie,
Do you have peach pie?
fruit pie, pumpkin pie. This is gonna
Blueberry?
turn into the Bithra monologue again. I got peach pie, I got cherry pie, I've got blueberry pie, I got blackberry pie, I got boysenberry pie, I got thimbleberry pie, I got all the pie that you can think of.
Rocky, you feel what I can only describe is like a bull exhaling as Carter is just like standing directly beside you.
My blonde floof just goes whoosh, and like bounces back after the huff.
Yeah,
Oh,
I-
Carter, how you doing, darling?
I think that maybe this has gone a little bit too long. Like maybe the bell should be rung.
I know, I feel like the bell should be rung, but it doesn't appear to be getting rung. I look over at Izzy.
Yeah, the bell should be rung.
Ring it.
I'm looking at Izzy,
Izzy.
I'm just like a challenge almost.
Izzy is going to just kind of hold the bell very low and just give it a little ring. It's gonna barely be audible, but they're like,
Aw.
shit,
Oh,
been found out.
I help Queen Eustace to her feet, and the bell rings. Oh well, right on to the next table there, my friend. And I sit down across from Mabel.
Mabel is like, yeah, Carter.
Isabelle-
Actually, yeah, go ahead.
Isabella's gonna call from across the cafe. Baristas aren't supposed to be participating.
I look over
Stop
at
it.
I look over at Izzy, and I take off my name tag and I put it in my pocket. I'm on my break, darling.
Carter actually like sits beside with Eustace at like the dating table, and seems very awkward. And before we go back to you and Mabel, Eustace is like, "This is so much fun. You know, I don't really like any of these people, but it's really just interesting to watch all of this unfold." And Carter goes, "Yeah, this is totally fun. I'm having the greatest time, and this is not stressful at all." And Eustace goes, "You need to lighten up a little bit. This is lots of fun." And Carter actually purses her lips a little bit and blushes and goes, "I will try to have a little bit of fun."
I look across the room at Glory.
The vibes are I can't raise my eyebrow, but the vibes
Just
are
like look, it's like literally the look at him sparks. Oh, that.
and meanwhile
when TV's on.
with you and Mabel is still trying to like dry up her like patches of like wetness on her skirt and her blouse. And she's
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
She's just kind of like avoiding eye contact.
I don't look her directly in the eye, but I take out my handkerchief.
And I take out $50 from the cash and wave it at Rocky. I'm betting now.
And I
Mabel looks at
it's
your
got
handkerchief.
skulls on it and shit. It's very clean though.
Mabel looks at your handkerchief and like just like slowly takes it and like uses it to like soak up some of like the mess, and she goes, "You're very clumsy."
Well, of course I am, darling. I'm queer.
She looks at you and just goes, "I don't think those two are synonymous with each other."
Well, not necessarily, but some stereotypes do hold true for some folks, and some folks don't hold to stereotypes, so, you know.
Well,
Everybody's a little bit different. Everybody's got their own with different ways of being a bit screwy, otherwise.
well,
Sadie
I don't.
bumps into something in the kitchen and goes, "Sorry."
Well, I'm very much not clumsy, so I'm very much
Really?
not queer.
Well, you don't have to be queer to be clumsy either. But you don't have to be clumsy to be queer. If you don't identify as queer, why do you find yourself tonight at this here cafe deemed the Lesbian Cafe if you yourself ain't queer?
Well,
Are you one of them straight curious or bi-curious individuals?
no, I am not investigating. Was curious about some rumors that there is magic in the coffee shop, and I suppose that I let the curiosity get the better of me, and I wanted to see if it were true for myself.
Serious lass like you following something of a trail of whimsy.
Well, I don't believe in magic things. I think most of it is just luck, and there are people who are lucky and their businesses thrive, and there are people who are unlucky and their businesses fail. But I had a few of members of city council on my heels wanting me to very much investigate it as well, so I decided to humor them, at least for now.
City council members are spending taxpayers' money to have their property manager investigate a speed dating event at a queer coffee shop, a well-known queer coffee shop.
Well, I can't make any official comments on that.
Oh, don't worry,
exactly.
honey, I'm not a reporter.
Right. Anyways, of my own volition, I'm not gonna make any comments on that, but I can't say why they exactly think this place is magical, but
I
Is it-
recognize your face now. You're on all them boards for all of them new property developments, aren't you? You're Miss Mabel.
yes.
That Mabel. All right. I know who I'm talking to now.
Right.
Where you from, Mabel?
I'm from Otnorot. I'm from this city.
Oh, did you grow up here?
Yes, I did.
Over in the metropolis?
Yes.
Whereabouts?
I grew up in in a small neighborhood in the city's core. Close to the NC Tower.
Out of character moves to the Canadians in the chat.
What is that?
Is that a suburb or is that the
No.
slums? Is that
There's some.
CN
She lives
Tower's in the
around
middle
the
of
CN
Toronto.
Tower.
Yeah, instead of saying CN
CN
Tower, I
Tower.
just said NC Tower.
I don't fucking know what that is. Is that like fucking Manhattan or something?
It's a giant tower.
Is it the fucking
It's
equivalent of Manhattan?
It was literally the tallest man-made structure for decades.
Oh, okay, it's that building. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the one with like the circle and then like the giant like
Yep.
piercing.
It's
I
right
thought
by
that-
the Sky Dome.
I thought that was over
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Oregon.
that's wrong.
I thought that was over in Oregon.
Perfect
No, they
drawing.
have-
No, there's another
different
one.
thing.
in-
Ours is bigger.
Oh, copycats. All right.
Yeah.
So
Ours
it's,
is
it's,
bigger,
it's,
yeah.
it's an
Yeah.
architectural dick contest. All right. Well, anyway, so you live in the
Yeah.
Very much
you
is.
lived-
It's very phallic
you-
in
so
nature.
she was
aside
raised
from
up
the
Those
ball
are like
top.
rotates.
Just to
So
put
she
it
was
in,
There's a restaurant there.
She was like,
put
okay,
it
now
into,
now
like,
we're now it's becoming
To
Damn,
put it
that's
into
super-
to put it into perspective, the CN Tower is like Toronto's like core basically. So she grew up like in the core of Toronto or Otnorot.
So, all right, you grew up in an apartment living and whatnot. No chimney for the holiday old chubby man to come down and all that good stuff. Did you have any brothers or sisters or siblings?
No.
How'd you spend your days as a child then? What would you do? You know, I had no siblings to go and romp around and ruckus with.
I studied.
You studied.
Lori's
Wow.
looking meaningfully from behind the bar, tapping their watch.
Like doing the judge.
You know what? I have something that I want you to do. I want you to roll to figure a person out.
Okay. What do I apply to that?
You roll with wit.
Scoundrels are
okay.
so good with wit.
So 6 on the dick dice, 3 on the rainbow dice. So I've got a 9 plus 1, a 10.
All right. So, you get to pick 2 questions to ask Mabel, for her to like answer. So, the questions are the list are: what are your feelings towards blank? What do you hope to get from blank? How can I get you to blank? What do you love most? Or how do you feel if I blank?
I'm trying to like find these questions in front of my eyes so you don't have to say them all again. I'm sorry. Okay, I see it. I think I see it. It's on page 2. All
Your
right,
eye
all right.
holes.
Yes, I see it in my face eyes. All right. So, growing up in the city brings you out here. What do you hope to accomplish by trying to spread the cities out here to the place where the rent is a little bit different and the cost of living's a bit different, and therefore the money that people make is a bit different and don't really match the same thing for the metropolis? What brings you to the neighborhood
Well,
for your business?
I hope to help modernize the area. I don't exactly set the prices for things that are built here. That's all the city council.
Oh, I know. But, cause and effect.
Well, a lot of these buildings are quite old and could use that extra push if we redo them. Also, the city is always expanding. It would be nice to maybe get rid of some of the woods to expand the city so that more people could live here.
Hold on. Now some of the woods around here are in fact recognized wetlands. I'm pretty sure, aren't there some not just local laws but government laws regarding the filling in and subsequently building developments upon the wetlands and natural resources? Because some of that goes right into the well water of the people.
I don't recall in my studies of the over woods them being wetlands. I don't think they're wetlands.
Oh, well, then you need to get yourself a pair of waders and go do some surveying.
Well, I'll be certain to bring it up.
All right. Now, what are your feelings towards? No.
You got one more question. You gotta choose wisely.
I know. I was about to try and go into the conversation and bring an actual IRL political conversation about the modernization of certain buildings and how they have literally no character, that they're just boxes that can easily have a sign ripped off of them and they can just become the next shop and high turnover and all shit like that. How Pizza Hut, it's a very distinct thing, a very distinct shaped building. Certain gas stations for certain towns look very distinct, and now they all look modern. Anyway, right. You hope to modernize the place. What do you love about this place?
About this building we're in, or the city?
No. What do you love most that you want to bring here?
Ooh, you see her. She looks like Mabel's very confident in a lot of her answers, in a lot of her answers, the way that she gives you the answer is kind of brushing you off, like, yeah,
Mhm.
I've heard this 100 times,
Like a
blah, blah,
politician.
blah. Yeah, like a politician. And then when you ask her, what is something that you love that you want to bring here? She opens her mouth to answer, but then she closes it. And she goes, I don't know.
It's an answer.
And there's a weird like silence, just like this one, where you're both sort of staring at each other, and there's like, you're kind of crossing the threshold between this is a conversation that I am having with you, deflecting your answers into, like, you're trying to like, not you, but like there is like a real sort of conversation in the works here.
I'm looking up through my ridiculously long blonde eyelashes.
But she seems very hesitant to get into it.
What are you afraid of?
Afraid of what? In general, I dislike spiders.
Well, that's a dislike, and that's a natural feeling. Something that's all meat, and something that shouldn't be in your shower, and you're wary of, and you don't really want to crawl toward you or anything like that. That's normal. That's a fairly subtle. That's a fairly generalized kind of thing. What I say is, you drop the facade. You don't now. I lean forward on the table a little bit. I don't mean for it to sound like necessarily just like a metaphor for queerness or anything like that, but that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to convert you or nothing. You don't got a mask here, darling. Now, when you walked in that door, no matter what your intentions were, this is a safe space. And you're safe here, right?
I'm gonna say roll for an entice. You're gonna appeal to her emotional sensibilities. So you're gonna roll with heart. And I'll give you one forward, so you roll +2 for heart.
Oh, okay. So, well, I got total of 6 on the dice, 4 + 2, 2 on the dick dice. Treat me nice, dick dice. And so that's +2, so 8.
8. So instead of you getting a string on her, I'm gonna say that she's gonna choose one from the choice below, and what she's gonna choose is give into the desire, and the desire that she's gonna give into is opening up. So you're the way you're talking to her, like, she seems very taken back, like this is the first time in a while where someone has kind of just like been like, let's drop the bullshit and let's talk, sort of thing. And you see, like, Eustace is literally, like, sipping tea, like, looking over with, like, the biggest face. He's like, let's go. And Carter is also, like, very intensely listening. Like, this is getting good. And she kind of sighs and goes, well, I really only got into the career I'm in because it was something that my parents wanted. To be perfectly honest, I did have a little bit of a rebellious streak as a child and a teenager where,
Really?
Went on some joy rides and, ran around and did whatever I really wanted. But
and I lean closer, and I'm still listening.
In the end, I decided to return to the life that I had because it was more stable, running around and being rebellious, that doesn't last. What I wanted in the end was something that I really couldn't sustain. So I went back and did my studies, and then I went to, university, and I graduated, and...
How many friends you got?
I have people that I speak to.
And on your phone, what are the first 5 text messages to? And it doesn't count if it's related to somebody you work with.
She like looks at her phone and she's like, well, most of them are the city council members.
Ugh.
I have one from a pizza delivery message.
Oh.
This one's just a spam one. They said that I won a gift card, but I didn't click the link.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah, it's probably
a
spam.
scam. Probably a scam or something like that.
Well, I have people that I go out to chat with. I'm not lonely.
I'm not implying any other thing of the sort that you're lonely, but kind of sounds like to me, Miss Mabel, that you ain't having any fun.
I have fun and I do puzzles.
I love puzzles.
I play with my cat.
I love cats. I got a cat at home.
That's very cute. What's your cat's name? She seems interested now. She's like, "What's your cat's name?"
His name's Sam.
That's very cute.
He's a fat old black cat that I rescued. He's gonna be 13 this October. He's got a white patch on his belly, and it looks like he's wearing himself a pair of tidy whities.
Yeah, I have an orange cat. His name is Pillowcase, and it's because I rescued him because he was in an alley. Someone had put him in a pillowcase and dumped him in an alley.
Oh my god!
And I let him out, and I've had him for like 7 years. He's a very good cat.
Well, that sounds nice. You got any pictures?
Oh yeah, and she's like enthusiastically going on her phone. She's showing you.
And I look, and as she's like, and I like slide into the booth on her side to look at it and show her pictures of my cat and stuff like that. And I look over at Glory, just like.
When Isabelle sees this, they're gonna turn to Glory. You want me to ring the bell before this goes any further between them?
No. This time you can wait. It's okay. Just hold off on that bell for the love of gods.
Hannah's over there losing her mind.
Let hopefully Rocky work your magic. We'll see.
I make a point as I'm like swiping through pictures. I accidentally swipe a little too far, and it's a picture of a selfie of me, but you can't tell us. You probably can tell it's me. It's fucking green coveralls. But me on my bike wearing my helmet, just like a selfie on my bike. Oh, sorry about that. I got another picture around here.
Do you ride a motorbike?
Yeah, it's a lot more. Yeah, I like to go fast.
Settling from the bar at the mall.
I like to go fast.
She goes, those things are so dangerous.
Oh, I know. That's why I have the proper protective gear. You know, modern technology's come quite a way, my friend Mabel.
Right.
I also got myself. Oh well, we're on the subject. I swipe over and I'm just like, I also got myself a nice car too. Custom. I've been working on it for a long time. Trying to make it a little bit more fuel efficient because gas prices these days.
Right. So if I can ask some questions as well, if you're so into engineering, why are you working at a coffee shop? Shouldn't you be doing like mechanics?
Oh well, like you, Miss Mabel, I too went to university. I graduated. I tried to do what my parents wanted me to do. But then I decided not to. And I started traveling. Getting into hijinks. Doing things. Not doing things. Meeting people. A few different jobs here and there. So but now I decided, come back, meet up with a couple of friends, and I point over at Hannah and Glory and stuff. Meet up with a couple of friends, and so I kind of wanted to slow down for a bit. And I think.
But did you work in a coffee shop?
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
I think right now I am. I can, Mabel. I don't know if you realize I'm not trying to insult. I'm not insulting your intelligence, and I'm surely not insulting your way of life or anything like that. But you do know that while there are traffic devices on this highway we call life, you don't need to follow a single path your entire life. you can take a left turn. You can pop a Yui, and eventually you can just go off and join that line back up again. The path is what you lay down before you.
I already spent so much building my career. If I
Do you like it?
I am
you
proud
like it?
of my accomplishment.
Do you like it?
Do
you,
I
Mabel? And I put my hand on hers. Mabel, do you like it?
I find that my accomplishments in my fields make it worth it. That is such an awful answer, by the way. Like, she's like totally trying to stonewall you here.
And I just look at her and I make my eyes sparkle a little bit. Do a little pout a little bit.
I
Mabel.
tolerate it. Because I know that it will be worth it in the end.
Worth what in the end? What's supposed to be at the end?
A successful career.
What's that worth?
Well, anything, I guess.
All right. Well, Miss Mabel, I would like to invite you to take a detour, at least for one night. Just humor me. I've got my bike in the alley back here. I'm on my break. Would you care to join me and go fast?
I have something you can roll.
How long's your break?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even clock out.
I'm on break all night long.
I want you to let me see. Let me double
I'm
check.
saving the Foxhole Forest, okay? Foxglove. God, sorry. Hang on. The Foxglove Woods.
Foxhole.
I'm saving Foxhole, okay? I don't fucking hear the hounds
playbook
helping
again?
me. I like gesture over at Isabelle to change the song or something like that. The music on the playlist, the Pandora.
Careful, or Isabelle's gonna ring the bell.
I'm just
chomping at the bit right now.
I sign out Careless Whispers.
What's Rocky's playbook again?
The Scoundrel.
Scoundrel. I'm trying to see if there's a interesting move I can make you make with the Scoundrel.
Lori, what do you think? I ring the bell? 'Cause I don't really want to be putting on Careless Whisper right now.
Oh no, put on Careless Whisper.
Or
It's just gonna make it all the better.
if I sign no Careless
this,
Whispers, put on something bad. I sign at you.
I will. You know what? I'll make you roll another entice, with another like +1, so you get like your +2.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find the perfect song to play, and it's going to be
Double sixes, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Second.
A really bad song, just to help me, just because like you don't want to listen to this song, right? You know, that kind of thing. That's my angle here.
You say this to Mabel,
Would you
and
like to go fast?
the hesitance is there, and then she kind of like looks down at her like completely like messed up blouse and her pencil skirt, and she kind of like looks around at like everything, and she sort of looks out towards the Foxhole Woods, and she goes, "Okay, fuck it, sure."
Miss Mabel, you said the fuck word, and I stand up and I take her hand and I pull her up out of the seat. I've got myself a couple of spare jackets and a spare helmet. Don't worry, you will be in the utmost safety. I have passed several biking courses. That way my insurance rate is actually quite low.
Bounce the song.
Would you like to see my credentials?
No, I
Play
trust.
it, Izzy.
What's the song, Izzy?
See that?
Huh?
What?
Am I missing something?
I'm scared.
I
Oh,
don't know,
no.
but we can only
Oh, pressing play made Ash freeze. Ash, you pushed your tablets to the limits. No.
we can only play like 4 seconds of it, so
Ash
I
activated
get
the
knocked
skill
down,
switch.
and I get up again, and I get knocked down, and I get up again.
How
Ain't
about we
nothing
take a
gonna
break?
keep me down. I get knocked down.
we'll take a break.
I get up again. Ain't nothing
We'll be
gonna keep
back.
me down.
Hi, we're back.
That Glasgow grin, you know. It could be like, what's that quote that Hawkeye and the Widow dudes? Like, you and I remember.
Budapest, very
It's
different.
Budapest,
Yeah.
very
Very
different.
different.
Yeah, there's definitely like a Budapest thing between the two of us. Which is where I got the face scar.
We left off with Mabel about to go on a joyride with Rocky, and that's pretty much what happened. She joins you at your motorcycle. You give her your extra jacket, your extra helmet, and she gets right on.
It's a 2023 Honda Drum.
There you go.
I have to wonder, was the guac that hit the bike cleaned off? Or is it still just covered in guac?
Immediately upon seeing it, and that was like that's what the extra that's what Rocky did during the extra cleaning thing that Rocky was sent on.
Yeah.
Because there was no specifications. It was just go clean.
It was go sanitize the area you were just in.
That included the bike. Grandma flexible.
Okay, I just want to point out,
wanted to take some selfies to shock her grandchildren. Gods.
I want to make sure that this is known because we know now what kind of bike Rocky has. Isabelle has a Ford F-150. So, it's the gayest of all trucks. Thank you very much.
Found on road dead.
What kind of muscle car does Rocky have though? Oh shit! What I do with my needle? Fuck me. Oh, I'm gonna find that later.
What
You
is
will.
what is the beautiful catchphrase that you say to Mabel before you two just like speed off into the sunset?
Pretty sure it was like, I'm pretty sure I said you want to go fast. I think that was like the last
Yeah.
thing I said.
Kerchow.
Nah. It's like no. She's like Mabel's like got the helmet on, the jacket on, and everything, and she's like hanging on. I imagine she's like hanging on to the trying to hang on to the edges of the bike, and I've got my helmet on, I got my gloves on, got my jacket on, everything. My boots are all like tied up and everything. I got my hands on. I straighten it out a little bit, and I reach back, take both of her hands, and I wrap them around my waist,
Go.
and then I rev it, and I go.
Yeah. You guys just go off into the sunset. You speed off to go on your little joyride.
Yep.
And
And there I will mute myself.
in
I gotta find this damn needle.
in the coffee store, Glory, you're like basically counting your money that you owe.
Yeah.
that you owe to Rocky.
$50 on the
And-
counter.
And Eustace is like so pleased. She's like, "This is the most fun I've had in years. I'm not even getting any romance out of this, and this is just fun to watch." And Carter is sort of just sitting there like, "You know what? This was the most desirable outcome. I just don't know why it had to be so terrible to like reach this point." And even Arabella is like, "Interesting. This is very interesting." So the night goes on, and most of the night is spent with Eustace. Honestly, like by the time the speed dating event kind of comes to its like wrap up, Eustace is just like leaning on the bar with you guys after everyone else has left, and it's her and Carter and Arabella all just talking this like about the night. And even though Eustace didn't find love, I guess you could say, she had the time of her life, and it was clearly something that she really needed. I mean, come on, being queen's pretty stressful. So she is very pleased with what happened, and Carter looks at you guys as Eustace is distracted by Arabella and goes, "You know, that was a shit show, but you guys did good, so I have to give credit where credit is due."
Great.
We'll take it.
You
Thank
wanna take her away then? Cause, you guys kinda got a vibe.
Carter kind of goes, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a really bad liar too.
I just want to keep my relationship with my queen strictly professional.
Sure.
Sure.
It's giving Joe from Princess Diaries, and we all know how that ended.
It's true.
I mean,
Sadie's just like, I don't know from anything, and even I know you're lying. Here, have some boba tea.
she takes the boba tea and sips on it and goes, maybe in the future,
I
if
forgot the part where she chokes on the boba because she wasn't expecting it.
you, I fuck,
Happily never after.
what if we just ended it there? She chokes on boba, she dies, end of session.
The queen is mourning her loss.
But wait, I wanted to
You're muted, shush.
I want to bring it back and I wanted to get Mabel and Brandy together.
I thought you and Mabel wanted to get together.
Come on, she just got to loosen up. I just wanted to. She wanted to go fast, and I'm showing her that.
Get together with the whole dating pool right now. It's all good.
Rocky's trying to get Mabel together with everyone. Carter takes the tea and she goes, well, maybe if my queen wishes to have more of these events in the future, I will perhaps consider being more open to the idea.
You just gotta take a leap of faith sometimes.
Well, maybe I will ask the queen at some point.
I hear Pottery Barn is a nice place to have a date.
Well, I was going to take
You were
Glory.
heading there anyways.
And you know what? Carter kind of looks and goes, My Majesty. And Eustace goes, yes. Would you like to go to the pottery barn? I have to pick up a replacement for the thing that I broke. And Eustace goes, wow, this night is just amazing. If they're not open, we can still break in. We'll just leave the cash on the counter. And Carter goes, I don't think that's a good idea. But if that is what you want, my queen, we will do it.
That's a great idea. You should absolutely do that. Nothing brings people together like breaking the law.
Petty
And-
theft.
Eustace and Carter sort of dawdle off, and Arabella slips away with them as well. Or you know what? Arabella kind of hangs back, and also hanging back, not in the store because it's kind of closed, but outside the store is Brandy, who's kind of sulking because she's like, my girl got stolen, bro, right from beneath me. And Arabella, back inside, goes to you guys and goes, that wasn't the worst thing. It was okay. I think that was really fun, actually. Also, this is my partner, Chloe. I don't think any of you have met them. They're kind of secret from my mom, just for now. And Chloe just goes, hi.
Until when?
I mean, that was technically their first meeting with my mom, and it was a little bit of a train wreck, so I think we're gonna wait just, a little bit longer for her to loosen up.
Why would you bring...
I don't get to see her that often. I don't get to see them that often, so, I have to, make do.
Bringing your partner to a speed dating event where she's gonna sit across from your mom?
Well, it was...
That's weird.
They don't... Listen.
That's weird.
They didn't want to meet her anyway, so I had to get them with my mom somehow. To talk and meet in an unofficial capacity.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, thank you for this like night. It was honestly so much fun. And also thanks for like not letting like that person completely destroy the forest. That would be awful.
Well, still a work in progress. We'll see how our date with Rocky goes.
That was like really interesting. But yeah, thanks guys. And she like kind of goes like toodles. And she goes off with Chloe's kind of just like at her heels, not completely understanding what to do or what's going on, but just there for the ride.
Man, the 1% are weird.
So weird.
What are we gonna do about the one outside?
Well, that depends on where Rocky went.
I just hand you some lemonade.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Go on, Hannah.
What's this for?
You know exactly what it's for. Go.
What? I don't know. What are you talking about?
Brandy's outside.
Wink, wink.
Why the fuck am I going to talk to Brandy? Why don't you go talk to Brandy?
I'm good.
I don't want to talk to Brandy.
The back door gets kicked open.
Glory,
think
go
of
talk to
Rocky.
Brandy. Here, take this.
Back door kicked open. Rocky comes walking in, helmet on the hip. Oh gods, what the fuck was the accent again? I almost said
Southern.
I was Eustace for a second. Oh, hey, darlings, how's it going? Oh, no, wait. Hang on, hold on that lemonade.
I think
hold on
I
that
owe
lemonade.
you some cash, my friend.
Yeah, you owe me some cash,
Yeah.
but you owe me some cash.
Take a
but I'm-
wad of cash, stick
Oh.
it in their pocket, pat
Thanks.
them,
You can get a little handsy with me.
head off with the lemonade outdoors.
No. Hang on. I grab her onto her shoulder real quick. Hang on, Miss Mabel's coming around the corner. As we just said.
You were gone for like 5 minutes.
I thought we time jumped.
No.
Oh, it was just a quick
really
joyride.
fast. It was all
No,
good.
we literally just went for a joyride.
God. Okay.
Literally, we just went for a joyride. No, listen.
Would you stop putting your nose in everything?
I can't help it. I can't help it. Y'all got a bunch of nose-shaped holes around here that fit my snoot perfectly. All right? Now, will you just chill out and watch the fucking show for a hot second? Because Miss Mabel's coming around the corner, and
Brandy's out there.
that's what I heard. And she got Brandy there in
Someone
her
wanna
cell
give
phone.
me a second
the one
lemonade?
she had like one message from a Brandy
Master
from
check,
the
yep.
city council or something like that. So like, we obviously
It
weren't
was like
guy-
it was like an unreplied message where Brandy was like, "Do you want to get coffee? But not as a date, haha. Just as like a lunch business things, haha." And then,
Yeah,
then
it was
and
it was
then,
a painful gay. It was like painful gay shit right there.
and then Mabel responded with a question mark, and then Brandy never answered back.
Just left on red.
Yeah,
So-
that's not weird.
So like, she just needed to loosen up a little bit. I am personally not interested in her. I hate building developments, but hopefully this will kind of get her knickers out of a bunch.
You're explaining this, and like Mabel just kind of start walking down from in front of the coffee store, and Brandy sort of looks and goes, hi, and Mabel looks and goes, do I know you? Oh, you may not have recognized me. And she pulls off the wig and goes,
Just anime.
it's Brandy, and Mabel goes, oh, why were you wearing that? And Brandy goes, well, I just, with my repertoire, I didn't want to get seen in the coffee shop that we're trying to demolish. And Mabel looks at her and goes, do you want to go get a drink or something? And Brandy like looks very surprised, and
She's got like helmet hair.
Yeah, she like glances around as if she's being like pranked, like people are gonna jump out and be like, "Whoa, we got you a camera," and she goes, "Yeah, let's go out for a business drink," and Mabel goes,
Anime fall down again.
for a drink as friends," and Brady goes, "Sure, we can go out for a drink," and Mabel walks past her kind of with like a sway in her step very confidently, and while Mabel isn't looking and Brandy doesn't know you're watching, she's like, yeah, yeah, and then she turns and starts following Mabel down the street.
It's a canon event, y'all.
Miguel comes out of a portal.
Who are you?
Let me look around here.
Oh, that's what that's from? I didn't know what that was from. I should watch this film. I liked the first one.
You guys clean up for the night. You get everything all sorted out. You do your errands, your little chores around the store. Then it comes time, lock up, go home.
Closing time.
And you know what? Despite how chaotic it was and how tired you guys are, this is a good night. It was chaotic. It was messy. But there was a lot of love in the air, a lot of romance. And you know what?
A lot
A lot of guac. And you know what? Sometimes love is messy, and it doesn't always have the most finalized conclusions. And as the days go on later, the kind of looming threat of the property being bought up sort of like goes away a little bit because I keep mixing up names. Brandy.
There's been some wetland ordinance kind of reminders and shit.
Yeah, there's been some wetland ordinance reminders where apparently they can't do any construction in or near the Foxhole Woods. Something to do with the environment.
Also, it's sacred land.
Yeah, they land back, they land back. And so
the water warriors showed up.
Yeah, they don't want to touch that land. And then very hastily Brandy resigns from city council, and no one knows why because she was really successful. And then Mabel also sort of just disappears out of her job, and no one really knows where they went, but there's rumors that they just kind of sold off everything and got some motorbikes and are just traveling the country in them. And as for Eustace and Carter, they try to make things work. It doesn't work out perfectly. It's a very messy relationship. They're not the most compatible, but there's definitely a lot of love there, and it's a relationship that's in the very sort of baby steps. And Arabella does finally introduce Chloe to their mom in an official capacity. At first, Eustace is like, I don't know if I really like this person, but after a little while starts warming up and definitely loosens how strict she is with Arabella entering the human world. And at least for now, in your queer little coffee shop in Lesbians Coffee, things are going well. Things are still very gay, and of course, you're all very proud of this night and the continued hijinks that happen with your relationship with the Foxhole Woods. And you know what? That's what we'll end today's session.
As the camera pulls away and it's all like cool and shit, Rocky turns around with an elbow and just knocks over a whole tray of fupa muffins.
Yeah. You make your
Or echolabias.
you decide to on like muffins and then donuts, and they're kind of popular, but only like some people get it. And you're having this issue where like not everyone gets it, and so like you try making them more like you try to make them
needs to look more like a vagina.
Yeah, you keep trying to do that, but then like it always just ends up looking really weird, and like people are like, "What is a clam? What is that?" And like it's just a nightmare.
Have y'all never taken a mirror and looked at your nethers? Damn it all!
And then pulls out of the coffee shop as that echoes, "Damn."
Bless your heart.
Thank you all so much for playing. That was chaotic, and I loved it.
That was insane.
Round of applause for everyone.
I love you guys.
Yeah, we should play games together.
We're gonna steal you for October for sure. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
me up.
100%, please.
You got it. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in and watching and donating to the Trevor Project. It was very, very important cause to a lot of us here at the Vactier, and I'm sure at the Storytellers Tavern as well, which is where our two new-ish guests come from. You have been in a one-shot with us before, but let's introduce you again, starting with Woody.
I'm Woody. I am my official title at the Storytellers Tavern is lead content writer. And like I said at the beginning, we are a queer-led podcast. Right now we're playing D&D. We're playing The Sunless Citadel, which is a sort of modified version of the same game that can be found in Tales from the Yawning Portal. And so we've put a twist on it where our DM, Pedro, has set it in his homebrew world. So that's really cool. And then we also have another series that is completely finished and released. It's called Hotel Hell. We play Call of Cthulhu with a twist where we're all members of a reality TV show that's kind of like revamping a hotel that has been in ruin and crazy stuff starts happening. And very soon, hopefully, we'll start working on announcing and doing stuff for our new series. I'll pass the torch now on to Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I use any pronouns. Honestly, I don't care. You could refer to me with "Hey you" and I'll respond.
Hey you.
I mean, hey, you is a pronoun. Hey is not. My official title at Storytellers Tavern is social media lead. So if you reach out to us through Twitter or TikTok, you'll probably get me. If you reach out through Instagram, probably Kat, because I cry when I open Instagram. We also at the Storytellers Tavern do Toronto area conventions, mostly just Toronto. Toronto area. I don't know why I said that, just Toronto. Hopefully we'll be able to let you know if we're doing stuff for Fan Expo at the end of August. If you are going there, we do live shows, we do like panels talking about TTRPGs. We just have a all in all great time. You can find us just chilling around, and I do believe you dropped our beacons in the chat as well, where you can find links to our social medias. Yeah,
It's all
Thanks
there.
for having us again. Love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Happy Pride to everyone. Make sure you have a
Okay.
safe and wonderful last day, 2 days of Pride.
Mhm.
Get felonies. Get yourself on the FBI most wanted list if you can. I want to point out, only if you're a woman or non-man. We need to get those numbers up. Only 11 women have ever been on the FBI's most wanted list. So.
Yeah. That.
That is a beautiful way to.
And I think more than half of them went to the same university. I don't remember. Anyways, tangent. Stop it, Ash.
Alyssa?
Yes.
Who are you? Where can we find you?
Okay. Hi, I'm Alyssa. You can find me on Instagram at AlyssaB_illustration. And yeah, that's about it for me.
Nice. Cedar?
Thanks.
Cedar.
Sorry. What?
Who are you? Where can people find you?
Cedar the Barefoot. I'm here everywhere! Everywhere.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry, I was dissociating.
That's okay, I could tell. You can find Cedar the Barefoot. They are a variety streamer. You can find them here on Twitch, on the TikToks, on Twitter as Barefoot Cedar.
Uh-huh.
Instagram, Cedar the Barefoot.
Yeah.
They're good peeps.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you're okay. Artemis?
Yeah, I'm Artemis. I just live here. I'm the social media manager and content coordinator for the Vactier. Other things, I don't know. I'm just here.
And other things.
I don't know. God, it changes literally like every couple of days what I'm doing around here. So
Mhm.
Professional group mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Truth.
Yep.
And I'm Affy the DM. You can find me here on the Vactaire or here on the Vactaire. Or Affy_the_DM on social medias. But you can message the Vactaire and I'll get it too. Because I have access too.
Yeah. Just because you have access doesn't mean you use it.
I know, I'm terrible with social media. Don't try to contact me. Just don't.
Just message me. It'll get there.
Carrier
It's fine.
pigeons. Just send carrier pigeons to reach Affy, okay? That's how you're gonna do it.
Basically, carrier pigeons are like money. I'll respond to money.
Yeah.
We're gonna raid somebody, so stick around for that. You can use your platinum points during our regular campaign plays and to help hinder the party. So stick around. We will see you hopefully on Thursday. If not, definitely on Friday. So have a good night, everybody.
Thank you all for watching.